And good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Ultimate Dirt TV for round number 3, the third and final round of the Kings of Wings 360 Wings Sprint Car Series presented by Australian Dirt League and Rapid Race Replicas. Well, tonight we come to you live from the virtual dirt track at Charlotte for the final round of this little 3-week series. As we get set, we are into the qualifying session. We've got about 45 seconds left in this qualifying session before it gets wrapped up. And then, of course, we will move into the first of what is going to be 3 heat races on the program. A field of 26 drivers have signed in, so we'll see 3 heats. Those heat races are going to be 10 laps in distance, top 4 to the main event. Then we'll go to your B main. It'll be 15 laps, and we'll take the top 10 from that B main. Bear with me 1 second. We are just going to make making one quick adjustment. Sorry, we just again just making sure that everything moving forward is going to be on. All right, so it is time to go racing here at the dirt track at Charlotte. Let's take a look at your starting lineup for heat race number 1, and on the pole position in car number 97 comes into tonight leading the point series. It's Blake Walsh in the 97 car. To the outside of the front row, it's the 99 car of Oscar Ames. We go to the second row, inside and outside. We'll see the 27 car of Jaden Russell start from position number 3 to his outside. In car number 81, that'll be Joshua Walton lining up at a position number 4. Position number 5 in car number 7, that'll be Nick Ryan to the outside, driving the Rapid Race Replicas. Number 51 car, Brett Sheehan, lines up at a position number 6. Position number 7 in car number 16, it's going to be Jeffrey James on his outside, driving the V27, Luke Kenny from position number 8. And your ninth and final starter in car number 18 is going to be Chad Gardner.
Just remember this first initials.
So, wait for the lights to go out on the iRacing.com safety car. Blake Walsh, Oscar Ames, going to bring us to the green flag here at heat race number 1. So lights not out just yet, so we'll send them around one more time. So again, 3 heats on the program. And followed up with a B main. We'll speak to your heat race winners here in a moment. We'll go to the B main and then warm-up session, and then straight into our 35, maybe 35 lap, 40 lap main event. Either way, might even be 30. It's going to be a good night of racing. Here we go. Safety car going to move in field. Blake Walsh, Oscar Ames on the pole. On the front row, Blake Walsh in the 97 on pole. Oscar Ames in the 99 from 2. Jaden Russell, Joshua Walton make up the second row. Nick Ryan and Brett Sheehan in row 3. Row 4, Jeffrey James, Luke Kenny. And row 5 is Chad Gardner. Here we go. Green flag is out. We are underway. Heat race number 3. And your Kings of Wings final round of the series is underway with Blake Walsh getting a good launch. Down to the low side, he'll go down into 3 and 4. Keep an eye on Jaden Russell in the 27. Walton goes by Oscar Ames. Oscar Ames goes from 2nd to 4th in the space of 1 lap to complete that opening lap. Here in heat race number 1, 3 wide in the middle of turn number 3 and 4. Jaden Russell goes around contact with Oscar Ames. Russell may be headed back to the pit area. No, not just yet. So, caution flag out. So again, you'll see the 3 wide just there. And well, I really don't think there was anything in that one. We'll take a look at our drone cam. There may be a little gap between the tyres. You know what that means. Thanks, Maddie. Yeah, I knew it'd be something like that. I should have checked it. I wasn't paying attention. That's what happens when you get sloppy and you don't do this long enough. So the 99 of Oscar Ames driving that civil plumbing drainage hooked up speed lamp 81 raceway number 99 machine. Of course, they're all trying to challenge this man out in front, not only leading the heat race, but also leading in the points after the 2 weeks. Driving that top line titanium Mark Benton Farm and Machinery Repairs number 97 car. King Race Designs 97 entry. Thank you, Matthew. Appreciate it. I feel so rusty. So we'll expect the lights to go out. Come back to a restart here in heat race number 1. 3 down, 7 to go. The field will go double file. Start to see just a shiny patch going on the entry up near the concrete wall, going down into turn number 1. So Walsh and Walton, Ames and Ryan, Sheehan, Kenny, James, Gardner, Russell back to the pits in the middle of 3 and 4, right at the Charlotte sign. Off goes Blake Walsh, and he says, okay, boys. Right, we'll try this one more time. Catch me if you can. Oscar Ames going to slide it from the bottom to the top. Walton got into the concrete wall. Nick Ryan now going to come after the 81 car of Walton as they head off into turn number 3 and 4. Walsh still leading the way. Remember, top 4 goes straight through to the main event. 5th on back will go to your B main. Here comes Luke Kenny in that 27 entry. Driving that LTK Graphics number 7 car. Now coming after the 7 of Nick Ryan. Ryan holding on to what is that 4th and final transfer position. Oh, hey, Nank. Ames closing in on the runner-up spot once again. Goes for the slider in 1 and 2. They're on Walton. Walton uses a crossover move off for turn 2. It's not working into turn number 3 now. Walton runs a slider line. Oscar Ames trying to make work on the bottom side, trying to make it happen down there with just 3 laps left. 3 laps left to run there at the start-finish line. Ames and Walton once again down into 3 and 4 they go. They'll crisscross. Nick Ryan going to try and poke his nose and throw his hat into this mix, into this 2-car battle. They've got to be careful. Remember, everybody in the first 4 are going to lock themselves into tonight's A main. If you're outside that one, you're off to a B main and a potential chance at missing your 35-lap finale. White flag is out. 1 lap left to go. Ames again will go from the bottom to the top, and from the top to the bottom goes Joshua Walton. Meanwhile, into turn number 3 and 4, we run for the final time. Blake Walsh going to be victorious. Second, we'll go to Joshua Walton. He holds on from a fast finishing Oscar Ames in 3rd. Nick Ryan home in 4th position. 5th is going to go to Luke Kenny. We'll take a look at heat race number 1 results here in a moment. We'll get them up before we go and quickly chat to your heat race winner of Blake Walsh. And we're going to put him right there because we know he can't do anything. Brett Sheehan in 6th, Chad Gardner 7th, Jeffrey James in 8th, and Jaden Russell, the car finishing back there in position number 9 as we get set to talk to heat race number 1 winner of Blake Walsh. Blake, well, no surprise to see you put this 97 on the pole position and come away victorious. And again, you'll start yet another feature race up near the front of the field.
You know, we were fast in, just focusing on making some smooth laps and not trying to junk our stuff, and yeah, racing for points really.
70, I think it was a 70-odd point lead after the 2 weeks. You come into tonight. Does the mindset change at all?
No, not really. I'm here to win, so we'll just go as hard as we can once we make it going in the feature, I suppose.
All right. Well, now you'll be keeping a close eye on the track to see what it does. So no doubt we'll get to speak to you after the B mains and during the warm-up session where you've got a decision to make whether you want to start inside or outside. So I'll leave the fans just wondering what you're going to do, and we'll let you get to thinking.
Yeah, I'll have a long, hard think about it, Brett.
I don't think you will. I think you lie to me.
I am.
Yeah, thought so. Anyhow, good job on the win.
Thanks, mate.
Clean lied to me. I love it. All right, we're waiting for heat race number 2 now as we'll take a look at your starting lineup for the second heat race of the night. Lachlan Barbary in that 47 car will start on pole position on his outside, driving car number 26 from position number 2. That'll be Sean Stevens. Cody Malley will drive the 88 machine from position number 3 on his outside in car number 26. That'll be Bentley Summers, lines up at a position at number 4. Your fifth starter in car number 48, it'll be Aiden Gardner on his outside in car number 78 from position number 6. That is John Schultz. From position number 7 in car number 15, that'll be Hayden Vickers on his outside, driving car number 79, driving the Maddington Toyota and Canley Vale Toyota number 79 entry. That is Daniel Boyd. And your ninth and final starter, driving the Rapid Race Replicas number 7 car, it is Liam Strickland. So 9 cars in heat race number 2 once again. I think we're going to have, I want to say 8 cars in heat race number 3. So once again, we'll get the field locked away. I'll get the Wonder Green signal. Lachlan Barbary and Sean Stevens. A reminder starting on that front row. Second row is going to be Cody Malley and Bentley Summers. Row 3, going to see Aiden Gardner alongside John Schultz. Row 4, Hayden Vickers on the inside, Daniel Boyd on the outside, and Liam Strickland will make up this 9-car field in what is heat race number 2. You got some work to do, Matty. All right, wait for a start. Heat 2, penultimate heat race of this little 3-week series. Week number 3, heat number 2 is green. And Barbary will go straight to the cushion, down up into turn number 1 and 2. Malley trying to make that low side work, trying to maybe do what Oscar Ames was able to do late in that heat race. But top side is probably going to be the place to be here, especially in turn number 1 and 2. So the head off is Sean Stevens. And he's only about a car length away from your race leader of Lachlan Barbary. In that 47 car will go yellow. John Schultz back to the pit area. Let's have a look at, see what happened to the 78 car. Just looks like he just got up over the right rear there. Get a close up of this one. See if it does it any justice. Well, it doesn't really do us any justice. I don't like these drone cameras. Okay. We'll let race control deal with that one. That's well above our pay grade. So, hooked up Speed Labs 25 Enterprises number 47 car of Lachlan Barbary on screen. Go band. Oh yeah. Sean Stevens in that YB Racing number 26 car. Get a bit of work to do. The 15 car of Hayden Vickers just going on by. Not sure what Vickers is doing. Maybe just seeing if there's any sort of damage to the 15. Cody Malley there in the 88 car, that 81 Raceware Hobbs Trenching and Boring entry. And you've got, of course, the CS Designs House of Speed number 26 car of Bentley Summers back there to that outside of the second row. All right, time to go racing once again here at the dirt track at Charlotte. The field is set. Lachlan Barbary, Sean Stevens. This time Barbary's got the advantage because he gets to pick and choose when the field goes back racing, and well, they're already off. Stevens going to shut the door there on Cody Malley as they work it into turn number 1. Now Vickers, here comes Summers, but Hayden Vickers picking up a couple of positions, moving into a transfer position. Remember, top 4 will go through to that A main. Everybody else will, unfortunately, Summers shutting the door. Everyone else from 5th on back will be headed to a B main. And Summers basically shut the door there on Aiden Gardner. Here comes Malley with a slider on Vickers. Clean slider from Cody Malley. Here comes Vickers. Now he'll return the favour. It's almost like a tennis match right now between Vickers and Malley, but Malley gets the better of it. Much like to what we've seen Walsh and, Walton, and Ames do in heat race number 1. Cross flag sticks, 5 down, 5 to run in heat race number 3. Vickers in that all-important 4th and final transfer position. He's got 6/10 of a second back to the 23 car, or the 7 car, I should say, of Liam Strickland, Bentley Summers, and Aiden Gardner fighting it out. Summers into the concrete wall. That's not going to help. He's campaign to put it into the show directly. Meanwhile, Barbary still holds on to just under half a second lead over Sean Stevens. Getting that working to the cushion through turn number 3 and 4. Stevens using a cut down line. I was just going to say 2 to run, but we're yellow. And there is Bentley Summers. I dare say that car's gone for a huge ride. So it looks like that car just, well, didn't want to turn, but then he turned right. So interesting. Just putting it into the concrete not once but twice in the space of a lap. And a big thanks to LTK Graphics, 81 Racewear, Hooked Up Speed Lab, and of course Rapid Race Replicas. We're bringing you in, of course, Australian Dirt League, bringing you what is a little 3-week series of what was meant to be 410 sprint cars, but they opted to go with 360s after 2 weeks ago at the Oswego Speedway. What a good show that was. First time on the virtual Oswego Speedway, and boy, I tell you what, it put on a stellar night of racing. And of course, we opened up the series at the Kevin Harvick's Kern County, or Kern Raceway, for the winged micro sprints. All right, Barbary, once again, we'll get to about, get to about the Charlotte side, and he'll stand on the gas, but he's gone well before the Charlotte's on him, rightfully so, because he has control of the field. 2 to run. Stevens looked a little bit smoother there than what Barbary was there through 1 and 2, but of course, Barbary will get it figured out because he's got 1 lap left to run to put it on the front row alongside Blake Walsh. Stevens going to try and stick it down to the inside, but no, couldn't make anything happen. Into 3 and 4 for the final time. We run. Checkered flag is out. Then, runs a big slide line and protects the dive bomb into turns 3. Lachlan Barbary gets the win. In heat race number 2, we'll take a look at your results here in a moment. Sean Stevens home in 2nd, Cody Malley 3rd, and looks like Liam Strickland is going to get that 4th and final transfer position. But there is Lachlan Barbary confirmed your winner in heat race number 2. Sean Stevens, Cody Malley, Liam Strickland, your top 4. Hayden Vickers in 5th. 6th will go to Aiden Gardner. 7th back in the pits with Bentley Summers, along with Daniel Boyd in the pits. John Schultz also in the pits. Those guys will come home 8th and 9th position. We'll wait to see if we can get our heat race number 2 winner of Lachlan Barbary. And if he's not going to make the call, looks like hopefully we are going to be continuing on to, no, here he is. He's going to join us. Let's bring him up here. Heat number 2 winner of Lachlan Barbary. Lucky. Hey, Barbs. It's been a while, buddy.
Yeah, mate. It's been a while between drinks.
I got to say, that car looked pretty good there in that 10-lap dash or heat.
Yeah, it was going all right. Usually struggle with qualifying, but we got it done tonight and transferred it through to the heat race. Hopefully we can keep it on all 4s in the feature.
What was different about tonight?
Not sure. Like, I always struggle here at Charlotte too, but I just got the qualifying lap down pat, and it's good that we got 4 laps. We can mess up a couple, but the one that counted was the one that meant the most, I suppose.
Well, you're going to be alongside Blake Walsh on the front row. Do you have a preferred line or preferred position, whether you want to be inside or outside going into this 35-lap feature?
Not sure, to be honest. Yeah, just wherever it puts me, I'll make do and see what we can make out of it.
What's it going to take to beat that 97? Because no matter what he gets into, whether it's sim or real world, he finds a way to win. What's it going to take to beat that 97 tonight?
I don't know. Maybe right rear to left front or left rear to right front. We'll see which way it pans out.
Seems to be all. You know, I generally say 9 out of 10 times you're going to come off. You'll come off. He'll come off second best if it's right rear to left front. Anyhow, it's good seeing you up front, and we'll look forward to seeing that 35 lap feature.
Yeah, thanks, mate. Cheers.
There we go, Lachlan Barbary, your winner of heat race number 2, I should say. Heat number 3 cars are on the racetrack now. We get set to take a look at your lineup. On the pole position is going to be the 14 car of Cooper Wilson. On his outside, in car number 17, Cameron O'Brien. Your second row, inside and outside, from position at number 3 with the 26 car of Leo Heaton from 4. In car number 36, that is Heath Dyke. Your fifth starter in car number 92, that'll be Lachlan Warren. He's outside in the 61 car from position number 6, that is Brock Thompson. And your fourth and final row, inside and outside in the 32 car from position number 7, that'll be Kyle Fisher. On his outside in car number 17 from position number 8, it's Matt Bailey. So your 8 cars in the third and final heat race of the night, and also of this 3-week series, the Kings of Wings 3-week series presented by, of course, Australian Dirt League and, of course, Rapid Race Replicas. Big thanks to, of course, 81 Racewear, LTK Graphics, and Hooked Up Speed Lab. So the initial start is going to be on the iRacing green flag. Let's see what happens here. Cooper Wilson, Cameron O'Brien. As green flag is out, we are underway. Final heat race of the night. Wilson slides it up to the marbles, right up near the concrete wall. Crunch, you can't go over his left rear, buddy. Head crunch into the wall. And Cameron O'Brien, well, that's the way to go from hero to zero. Down to the low side goes Leo Heaton in that 26 car. Keep an eye on Heath Dyke in the 36, trying to run right through the guts of turn number 3 and 4. Lachlan Moore in that fourth and final transfer position. Heaton under some pressure right now from Heath Dyke, who's trying to send it upstairs into 1 and 2. Here comes Dyke around the outside of Heaton. Will Heaton move up? He's moved up from where he was there on the previous lap. Dyke trying to get a run on the outside of Heaton once again, as he'll now take over position number 2. But Heaton going to fight back on the inside, but no, Heath Dyke moves into position number 2 there at the completion of lap number 4. Brock Thompson in the 61 car. Heaton has now moved up to the concrete. And boy, I tell you what, that 26 car does not look pretty right now. He just looks a little bit uncomfortable, I must say, but right now he's got a transfer position as he falls back to position number 4 as Brock Thompson moves into position number 3. And Thompson not done with just yet. He wants to come after the 36th entry of Heath Dyke. Wilson still leading the way here in heat race number 3. Although here comes Heath Dyke. Just looked a little bit faster there through turn number 1 and 2. But boy, I tell you what, last lap, Cooper Wilson with a 13.959. Brock Thompson with a 13.960. And Thompson once again inside the sub 14 second bracket. So the 61 has just been moving and grooving, shaking and baking, hustling and bustling here at the dirt track at Charlotte. Heath Dyke, I thought he was about to eat some concrete. Thought he was about to do his best Cameron O'Brien impression. He's got it all figured out at the moment. Will we see a slider? Yes, we do. Heath Dyke going to go and dive down to the inside. Slide job on Wilson. Wilson turns it back underneath him. Now here comes Brock Thompson. They'll make their way into 3 and 4 for the final time. Checkered flag is out. Heat race number 3. Cooper Wilson gets the win. Upper crunch. Oh, wait. Never mind. You finished in the Pete's. All right, heat race number 3 results. Yes, we're not at Borderline Speedway. Why are you trying to Mount Gambier it? All right. Heat 3 results coming up on your screen. Cooper Wilson home in first position. Heath Dyke home in second. Third will go to Brock Thompson. Leo Heaton rounds out your top 4. Then we'll go back to the 92 of Lachlan Moore in 5th. Kyle Fisher in 6th. Matt Bailey in 7th. And Cameron O'Brien in position number 8. But heat race number 3, winner of Cooper Wilson. Coop, that was I don't want to say an easy heat, but I tell you what, you had some company there late in that one.
Yeah, nah, definitely wasn't easy there. I had to push the whole race, so no, it was good fun though.
Heath Dyke made a late charge there towards the back end of that heat race. Were you surprised to see the 36 throw the slaughter in 1 and 2 there on the white flag lap?
I always knew it was going to come sooner or later. I was expecting the last lap as well. I was more thinking last corner, but I think I had the bottom pretty locked in 3 and 4 when he was going to throw it. But yeah, I knew he was going to do it in 1 and 2. It's a good thing to cut down was there that I could run and then cover in 3 and 4. But he was definitely quicker than I was in 3 and 4. I was a little bit tight then, but we'll work it out for the feature.
What are you looking at between now and the feature? Because we've got a 15-lap B main up on track before a warm-up session, which I'm assuming isn't going to be all that long. But what are you looking at between now and before you roll out for the feature?
We'll just see how the track changes, whether how slick it goes, and yeah, what it actually does, where everyone's running in these B mains, and we'll tweak the setup to where it works well, and hopefully can go out and warm up and have a little go and see how it is.
All right, well done on the third and final heat race win of the night, and good luck for that 35-lap feature event coming up shortly.
Cheers, Brett. Thank you.
And there we go. Cooper Wilson home in first place in heat race number 3. We'll take a look at your B main starting lineup right now. We've got 14 cars scheduled to be on track for our 15-lap B main. Top 10 should be going through. Luke Kenny in the 27 car will start on pole on his outside. The 15 of Hayden Vickers will start from position number 2. From position number 3 in car number 92, that'll be Lachlan Moore. From 4 in car 51, that is Brett Sheehan. From position number 5 in car number 48, that'll be Aiden Gardner on his outside in the 32 entry. From 6, that is Kyle Fisher. From position number 7 in car number 18, that'll be Chad Gardner. From 8 to 26 of Bentley Summers. From position number 9 in the 17, that's Matt Bailey to his outside. In the 16, from 10, that is Jeffrey James. From position number 11 in the 79, that was Daniel Boyd. From 12 in the 17 of Cameron O'Brien. Position number 13 with the 27 car of Jaden Russell. And from 14, it's the 78 of John Schultz. Just quickly, just making sure. Yes, we are taking top 10. So top 10 is going through to the A main. So 11th on back. 4 cars are going to miss out on tonight's 35-lap feature event. All right, let's go racing one more time here at the dirt track at Charlotte. Final consolation race and penultimate race of this series. And Luke Kenny getting away from the field 3 wide. Fisher, Sheehan and Gardner. They're going to say Fisher and Gardner. They were rubbing all sorts of Hoosiers in the middle on the entry down into turn 3, I should say. Lap later, Kyle Fisher getting clear of Brett Sheehan and Aiden Gardner. Here comes Summers on the low side. Cameron O'Brien right through the middle. There is the 16 car. To the outside, that'll be Jeffrey James. Daniel Boyd, Jeffrey James around. We'll go yellow. Jeffrey James in the 16 car. Just looks like he just come up there on the left rear of the 51 car of Brett Sheehan. Yeah, it looks like he just moved up just a lane. But again, we're going to let race control deal with that situation because, again, we're not here to adjudicate on decisions made throughout the night. Daniel Boyd involved in that one as well. And who else is involved in that one? Chad Gardner, maybe? No, Gardner. Oh, I mean, they're going into the pits, so they've come back out. 17 car of Matt Bailey. But your race leader, Luke Kenny, driving that LTK Graphics number 27 car, Hayden Vickers. Again, Lachlan Walker. Oh, Fisher showed some good speed there to get past a couple of cars there on the opening couple of laps. Take a look at the 96 Graphics NLRA number 17 car, the JR Productions and Media entry. Nice to see he stayed away from the concrete wall in the B main. All right, bringing us back to green is going to be the 27 car of Luke Kenny. 3 down, 3 in the books, and 12 to run. And off he goes. He should be hard to beat as long as this can stay green. Lachlan Wall going to move into the runner-up position, but not for long because here comes Vickers trying to make a sweeping run on the outside. Right, we're in the fluff upstairs. In turns 3 and 4, he'll do the same into 1 and 2. Here comes O'Brien. Slider attempt from Lachlan Warren. No, stays mid-track. Speaking of a slider attempt, Cameron O'Brien not going to go for 1. He's going to go for the daily double, and he's got it. Cameron O'Brien moves into position number 2 in the 17. Crunch goes topside 3 wide. Vickers. Crunch into the concrete wall. Vickers around, and Hayden Vickers front end out. I want to say left front out, pretty much off that race car. Brett Sheehan as well. I think that is in the 51 car. So now we do go yellow. And again, I'll let race control deal with that situation. Let's see if we can catch another look at that one. So Crunch was way upstairs. So there's O'Brien with a slider. Lachlan Moore on the low side. Just look really weird. Before the contact was made, look at the left rear of O'Brien on the top. Just, yeah. So it looks like O'Brien's car was already in the concrete. So watch his left rear, but then at the same time, watch when Vickers is coming up and just almost look like, again, nah. Anyhow. So Jeffrey James headed back pit side once again. So Jeffrey James is done for. So the 13 cars make that 12. Hayden Vickers done for. Looks like O'Brien has been sent to the tail of the field as we are back racing off for turn number 4. So just coming up to half race distance, we're about to complete lap 8 of 15, which means a 7 to run. Kyle Fisher to the inside of Lachlan Warren to turn number 3 and 4. Here comes John Schultz in the 78 car. Schultz going to stick it down low off for turn number 2 and still finding some moisture. So the 78 car, gee, I tell you what, he's making some headway right now up on the bottom side, up into the top 3. I don't know why I said up on the bottom side. It just makes no sense at all. Aiden Gardner in the 48 car in position number 5. Jaden Russell back there in 6th position. Then you go back to the 79 car of Daniel Boyd. Bentley Summers in 8th. 9th is Matt Bailey. 10th is Cameron O'Brien, although Bailey and O'Brien will switch positions. O'Brien moves to 9. Bailey relegated back to position number 10. And he's got that 10th and final transfer position at the moment. He's got to hold on for what is 3.5 more times around the dirt track at Charlotte. Boyd again just pretty much following the John Schultz line as John Schultz again gets by Kyle Fisher for the runner-up position. Fisher comes back into the top side. Watching the Hornets' nest right now. Russell goes on by Gardner. Coming after Lachlan Moore in the 92 car. Jaden Russell in the 27. Now coming after Kyle Fisher. Boyd and Bentley Summers see that it's working downstairs. Coming to white flag. Don't get white flag fever. 1 lap left to go. Here at the dirt track at Charlotte, Matt Bailey in that 10th and final transfer position. He's gone half a second back to Brett Sheehan. But into 3 and 4, we run for the final time. They'll go 3 wide on the entry, nearly 3 wide on the exit of turn number 4, and the checkered flag is out. Your top 10 will feature like this. We'll wait for the cars to go back to the pits and we'll take a look at your full field rundown for your B main drivers. Getting the win in car number 27, it's Luke Kenny. John Schultz home in second position. Third, we'll go to Jaden Russell. Fourth is Kyle Fisher. Rounding out your top 5, Aiden Gardner. Cameron O'Brien drives back to 6. Lachlan Moore in 7th. Bentley Summers 8th. Daniel Boyd 9th. And Matt Bailey going to round out your top 10. He will transfer. So the 4 cars to miss out. Brett Sheehan in 11th. Chad Gardner in 12th. 13th was Hayden Vickers and Jeffrey James in position number 14. We go trackside. Get to your B main winner. It's the 27 car of Luke Kenny. And Luke, congratulations on the B main win, albeit a B main win. But hey, you still put this 27 car into the big dance. You must be happy with this one.
Oh, absolutely stoked, mate. It's my first league heat win. So yeah, pretty ecstatic about it, that's for sure.
What did you take from the heats and that you were maybe applied to in that B, and how did you feel in that 15-lap journey?
Just not being so heavy on the throttle. I was sort of holding it flat in qualifying and practicing in that first heat race. So I thought I'd lift off a little bit and sort of just keep it consistent and smooth and not spin the rear wheels as much. So
what do you take from the B main and get ready to apply yourself in this 35-lap A main coming up very shortly?
Just do the same again, mate. Stay smooth and consistent and out of trouble, and do my best, that's for sure.
Come the checkered flag time, where's Luke Kenny going to be happy with?
Hope for a top 5, mate, would be ideal. So
all right, well, tell you what, get after it. You got a warm-up session to go out and contend with, so we'll wish you the best of luck and well done on the B main win.
Thanks heaps, mate. Cheers.
There we go. Luke Kenny, your B main winner. We are now going to go and chat to the man that is going to start on the pole position. Now, he has got a choice to make whether he wants to start inside or outside. Balake.
Howdy.
Have you made your mind up? Have you made your mind up on where you're going to start?
Yeah, I'm going to stick with the inside.
All right. Well, I'll let you get to practicing, get this car dialed in for this 35-lap feature event. Good luck.
Thanks, mate.
Goodbye, Wilma.
See ya.
Okay, now, you might not know the Wilma joke, but that's his name in Discord. In the NLRA Discord, by the way. Anyhow. All right, so we are getting ready for your feature event. 35 laps on tap here at the dirt track at Charlotte. Again, none of this is not possible without the guys at the Australian Dirt League. We do believe that we are going to have just under 2 more minutes left in this warm-up session. So these drivers are just going to run this in just for a couple of more minutes. So there's no point going to a commercial break. But again, a big thank you to, of course, the guys at Australian Dirt League. Big thanks to, of course, Rapid Race Replicas for coming on board once again with the series. Of course, the 81 Raceware team as well for coming on board and stepping in once again. Of course, LTK Graphics. And, of course, Hooked Up Speed Lab. I'm getting a cramp. Hang on. Oh, that's a really bad time to get a cramp. In other news, I ain't going to walk it off. So, again, a big thank you, again, one more time for Australian Dirt League for putting on this Kings of Wing little 3-week series. We started off 3 weeks ago with the winged micros. And 2 weeks ago, we were 360 wing sprint car at Oswego. Of course, last week had off due to State of Origin. And of course, come back tonight with the final round of the series. Don't forget, Ultimate Dirt to be live on Sunday night once again at about 6:30, between about 6:40 actually, with some late model racing late model racing Tasmania Pro late model series. That's headed to, I think, round number 4. Yes, I think it's up round number 4, but that's a Sunday night. That's a problem for Sunday night. It's not even a problem. It's a good problem to have, actually. So, quickest in warm-up is Cameron O'Brien. So he was top 10 in qualifying. I want to say he was 6th in qualifying. I think he started outside front row of the 3rd heat. And drove to the middle of the pack, near the front of the pack, actually got sent to the rear, and then drove back to finish, I want to say finish 6th. So, I can tell you right now, a checkered flag has been thrown on the warm-up session, which means we are 35 laps away. 35 laps away from finding out who is going to be victorious. Let's take a look at your starting lineup. Blake Walsh will start alongside Lachlan Barbary in row number 1. Row number 2, inside and outside, will be Cooper Wilson and Joshua Walton. Row number 3, we'll see Sean Stevens on the inside. On the outside of that 3rd row, it's going to be Heath Dyke. We go back to row number 4. Inside, it'll be Oscar Ames. To the outside, it'll be Cody Malley. Your 5th row, inside and outside. Inside first, it's the 61 car of Brock Thompson. On the outside, it's 7 car of Nick Ryan. Your 6th row, inside and outside, you'll see the 7 car of Liam Strickland start up alongside the 26 car of Leo Heaton. Row number 7, also known as Sven for those playing at home. Luke Kenny, your B main winner, will start to the inside. To the outside, it's the Q78 of John Schultz. Row number 8, we'll see Jaden Russell start on the inside of that 8th row, and on his outside in car number 32, it's Kyle Fisher. Your 9th row, we'll see Aidan Gardner start alongside Cameron O'Brien. Row number 10, second last row, Lachlan Wall will start on the inside of the 92 car. To the outside, the 26 of Bentley Summers. And your 12th and final row, Daniel Boyd in car 79. To the outside in the 22nd and final starting position in car number 17, it's DJ Matty Bailey. So the lights and the safety car. The lights will go out. The safety car will come infield on the back straight away. Who will take out the final round of the Kings of Wings 3-week series? Who is going to take home the prize money? Let's find out. Blake Walsh, Lachlan Barbary, Cooper Wilson, Josh Walton, Sean Stevens, Heath Dyke, your first 3 rows. So work into turn number 3 and 4, the final round of the series. 35 laps on the board. We're live for 35 here at the dirt track at Charlotte. We are green. And just like that, Blake Walsh goes from the bottom to the top. Cooper Wilson trying to make it work on the inside. Going to come after Walsh now. Stevens nearly tagging the tail tank of the 14 car. Blake Walsh going to lead lap number 1. Barbary going to succumb back to 4th position as Stevens goes on by. Where do you want to look? Do you want to look for the battle for the race lead? Two distinct racing lines. Wilson down low, Walsh upstairs, and Cooper Wilson will lead lap number 2. Probably a little bit of an eye-opener there for Blake Walsh. If Walsh can get clear, no doubt Walsh will want to maybe go down to the bottom and protect it, although he's still going to rip the lip around the dirt track at Charlotte. Who's it going to be? Cooper Wilson still leading lap number 3. Wilson has led 2 of the 3 laps so far, and he did start in position number 3. Walsh again still powdering the creed here at the dirt track at Charlotte. And the Catfish, the Gutter Rat, Cooper Wilson, yet leading yet another lap. Here comes Walsh again with a run on the outside. Now Walsh going to try and duck it down to the inside. He's nearly forced. He stuck a nose up the inside and nearly forced Wilson to move out of the way. Walton going to run the low side, so 5 in the book so far, 30 to run. Walsh has to try something different. He knows that he's got to go the long way around that 14 car of Cooper Wilson. And no surprise to see Walton, their teammate. Look at Jaden Russell. Russell moving through the field as well. He's found his way to position number 4. Sean Stevens battles with Nick Ryan there for positions number 5 and 6. And through the middle there goes Nick Ryan in the 7 car. 3/4 of the way up the racetrack. Nick Ryan now comes to the outside of the 27 entry of Jaden Russell. Walsh, meanwhile, takes back over the race lead from Cooper Wilson. Walsh goes back upstairs. Wilson goes upstairs into 1 and 2. And just like that, Nick Ryan goes into the concrete wall at the midway point of the back straightaway. 9 laps completed of this 35-lap main event. And gee, one around, it's not Nick Ryan. Yeah, I'll tell you what, Ryan is making it work right now. Wilson moves up. Ryan now tries to turn it back down the racetrack on the exit of turn number 4. Wilson still holding on to position number 2, but here comes Ryan. Ryan with a slide job of Wilson. Meanwhile, Jaden Russell trying to work that inside groove off turn number 2. Wilson slides it up. Here comes Ryan again. 3 wide off for turn number 4 for the 2nd, 3rd and 4th position. And Jaden Russell just caught the left rear of Nick Ryan. He still managed to keep it going, but lost a bit of ground. And Ryan and Wilson will go back at it for the minor placings. Wilson slides up Ryan around the outside and move Nick Ryan to position number 2. Liam Strickland, an early man back already in the pits. Meanwhile, Oscar Ames, Cody Malley, Sean Stevens, Bentley Summers, Lachlan Barbary, Josh Walton. Look at this, 2, 3 wide. O'Brien on the top side. Here comes Crunch around the outside of Walton. And Crunch moves into position number 10. Meanwhile, Brock Thompson trying to move forward as well. Here in the 61 car. Gee whiz, just like that. We're about to complete lap number 15. Ames in the 99, closing in on the 88 and the 26 of Malley and Stevens. And we're about to have our first yellow of the night. John Schultz goes barrel rolling down the front straightaway. And John Schultz, holy cow. I mean, whenever you want to stop flipping, John, just let us know. We'll wait for you. Just wrong place, wrong time for John Schultz. It's been a while since I've seen a wreck like that. Ouch. Gee, I tell you what. You're about to see Sky Dirt here. I mean, I'm just getting, I'm feeling the effects after that one. Let's have a look once again on board. John Schultz. Somehow, our cameras, our virtual GoPros are still intact. Let's get a close up of this one, man. John Schultz. Does anyone want to count the flips? All right, let's go. Let's count the flip. Flip count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I've lost count. I've honestly lost count. I'm pretty sure if that catch fence wasn't there, John Schultz would still be flipping. John Schultz, you're almost like Sanka. I know some people get that. So just like that, we completed 15 green flag laps. We were on lap 16 when the caution flag flies. For the first time, safety car will head to the infield. Blake Walsh, Nick Ryan, Cooper Wilson, and Jaden Russell. Safety car not in just yet. Just wanted to tease you just a little bit. They're ready to go. Sean Stevens back in the pits. Hopefully we see that 26 car come out. John Schultz is 1 lap down for some reason. I'm not sure why he would be a lap down when he actually went past the start-finish line. He started rolling off turn 4, basically, and by the time he'd actually stopped, he was pretty much in turn 2 almost, or he's turn 1. All right, here we go. Back to green, 19 to run. Wilson immediately going to work on the 7 car of Nick Ryan, Jaden Russell. Meanwhile, here comes Oscar Ames. He split the gap between Lachlan Barbary and the 88 car of Cody Malley. Yellow very quickly there. Oh, the 32 car here of Kyle Fisher. What happened to the 32? So let's keep an eye on the windscreens. Number 32 car. Was it wrong place, wrong time? Yes, it was. So it started with the 92 car of Lachlan Moore. In fact, it started a little further up ahead with Cameron O'Brien in the 17 car. Jules just got to the left rear there. Bentley Summers checked up. And unfortunately, Lachlan Moore got into the back of him. And then Kyle Fisher, nowhere to go in that exchange as well. So we could see there is the 92 car of Lachlan Moore. As is the 32 of Kyle Fisher and Cameron O'Brien as well. Sean Stevens at the tail end of the field. John Schultz still recorded as 1 lap down. But he's out of the event, so 20 cars left on the racetrack. So I wonder how this plays out in these next 18 laps because, well, once we go back green, you can say 17 complete, 18 to run, which is basically almost halfway. We're half a lap away from half race distance. Now safety car is in. Blake Walsh, Cooper Wilson again on that front row, and he'll get to the start of the Charlotte logo. And we'll go back racing here at the dirt track at Charlotte. Nick Ryan going to slide up in front of Cooper Wilson. Here comes Jaden Russell again. Once again working down to the inside, and Jaden Russell moved to position number 3. Nick Ryan back to position number 2. And it just seems on those last 2 restarts, that outside line just getting caught out by the cars on that inside and on also on that second row. Russell, Wilson side by side for the final spot on the podium. The 99 car of Oscar Ames trying to go with him right now. Cooper Wilson holds on to position number 3. Jaden Russell, Oscar Ames, Brock Thompson, Cody Malley. We are yellow. Don't know whether Nick Ryan was a little bit faster than... In fact, he was 0.2 faster than Blake Walsh on the previous lap. 92 car of Lachlan War. Oh my. Gee, talk about crunch getting through this one. So on board with Cameron O'Brien as he tries to navigate through this little melee. Well, you got to say, you done well, Crunch. You done well to get through that. So like I said, the past couple of restarts, the car on the outside of the front row. Just been called out by the cars on that second row. So again, the field doubles up into a two-row formation. Or side-by-side formation, I should say. Blake Walsh has been the man to beat so far in the series, leading the points coming into tonight, no doubt. With a win here, he would, of course, wrap up the championship. Back to green we go. And again, Wilson now going to slide up in front of Nick Ryan. Deja vu. Here comes Oscar Ames on the outside. Jaden Russell now working to the outside of Oscar Ames on the inside. Ryan, a short slider there on Wilson. Wilson backed out of it. Nick Ryan moving back to position number 2 there at the completion of that 21st lap. Nick Ryan into the concrete wall. There may have been a bit of contact. And Nick Ryan won around. Nick Ryan, he done a 360. We stay green. Sean Stevens, 3 wide now. Stevens moving back inside the top 10. And the 26 car, he is moving once again. Here comes Walton. Walton with a big dive bomb on Brock Thompson down into turn number 3 and 4. Summers trying to get by Sean Stevens. Thompson with a slider on Walton. Walton back to the inside. Summers trying to work it back down low one more time down into 3 and 4. 3-1 on the entry into turn number 3. Oscar Ames sitting in position number 5. He won't be able to see what's going on behind, but I'll tell you what, the man that's got the best seat in the house, Leo Heaton in the 26 car. You want to see how good it is? Let's go on board with Heaton as he watches this 2, 3, and 4 car battle, just chopping and changing positions. You really get a good sense of it right now. On board, 3 wide, once again down the back straightaway. Gee, it is busy right now. 4 wide, almost 3 wide, once again down into turn number 1, I should say. 3 wide, 2, and now it's 2 wide. Back to 3 wide for a split second. Gee, the racetrack right now is absolutely superb. Nick Ryan moves back to position number 10, trying to drive back through the field. Ames slides it up in front of Malley. Malley now going to work it back to the inside. It's the battle of the Pinkmobiles. Malley moves into position number 3. Walsh has got a 1.5 second lead almost over Cooper Wilson. Malley right up on the concrete. Bentley Summers. Gee, Summers has made that bottom side absolutely his own there. Just making it work on the exit of turn number 4. Now here comes Jaden Russell, Sean Stevens, Brock Thompson, Nick Ryan. Stevens into the side of Walton. They both keep it going. Nick Ryan now to the outside. By 2 down into turn number 3 one more time. And just like that, we're 30 complete into a 35-lap feature event. 5 laps left to run. Thompson with a slider right up across the nose and on the snoot of the 27 car of Jaden Russell. Stevens splits it 3 wide down into turn number 3. Oh my, there's slide jobs happening. There's some wheel banging happening. Gee, I gotta say, the respect at the minute and the racing is absolutely top notch. Your top 3 have pretty much got this one on lock at the moment. But I'll tell you who wants to be inside the top 3 is the 26 car of Bentley Summers. He finds himself 0.8 of a second, but with just 3 laps left to run. I don't think anybody is catching Blake Walsh unless we see the yellow flag come out, but there's only going to be a lap and a bit to go. In fact, he'll get to the white flag. 1 lap around the dirt track at Charlotte, a 2.5 second lead. He come into tonight as your points leader. He makes his way down the back straight away for the final time into turn number 3 and 4. Fist to virtually popping. The chest is out. He is going to victory lane once again. Blake Walsh in the 97 wins your main event. Cooper Wilson home in second. Third will go to Oscar Ames. Bentley Summers in fourth. Brock Thompson rounds out your top 5. But no one going to deny the 97 of yet another victory. and taking out yet another feature win in the virtual world. Let's take a look at your full field rundown very quickly before we chat to your top three and wrap this one up. Blake Walsh is confirmed your victor. Over 3 seconds over Cooper Wilson in second. Oscar Ames home in third. Bentley Summers and Brock Thompson will wake up your top five. Cody Malley comes home in sixth from Jaden Russell in seventh. Nick Ryan in eighth. Daniel Boyd in ninth. And Sean Stevens going to round out your top 10. Cameron O'Brien will be back to position number 11. 12th is going to be Heath Dyke. Leo Heaton in 13th. Joshua Walton 14th. Matt Bailey rounds out your top 15. Lachlan Moore in 16th. 17th was Kyle Fisher. 18th was Aiden Gardner. Luke Kenny, the 19th and the last car on the lead lap. The first of the 3 DNFs was Lachlan Barber in the 47 car. I almost said 4, but I can't count. John Schultz and Liam Strickland are our last of the 3 DNFs that we had here in tonight's feature event. Of course, Liam Strickland 30 laps down, so just completing just 5 laps, unfortunately. Let's bring in third place driver of Oscar Ames, and let's do this because now we can do it. Oscar, congratulations on a third place finish here tonight to wrap up this little 3-round series. You must be happy with the speed that the 99 showed late in this one.
Yeah, extremely happy. Had good pace there at the end. Struggled a bit early, but found at the end when it was needed, so it was good.
This track from start to finish had a number of different lines. The bottom was good, then the top was good, then the middle come back in. There was guys running slider line. Throughout the course of that feature event, was there any point in time where you felt uncomfortable?
Yeah, for about 30 laps, I felt uncomfortable. Eventually found my feet sort of with pretty much 5 to go. But just happened to have my car in the right place at the right time, and sort of the gap sort of opened up for me, which was good. But track put on awesome race, and like that many different lines to run, so that was a very good track. And well done to everyone for running the league. Obviously, they've done a great job of making this a very big league, so it's been good to be a part of.
Well, Oscar, congratulations on a third place finish here in this final round of this little 3-week series, the Kings of Wings series. You come home third place here tonight at the dirt track at Charlotte. We'll throw it to you one more time. We'll let you thank everyone involved on this 99 car.
Yeah, it was a massive thanks to Hooked Up Speed Labs for all the setups and everything, getting us dialed. So anyone in need of setups, hit us up, message us on Facebook and Discord, and you can get some setups. CJ Civil as well, and everyone that's a part of it.
There we go. Oscar Ames, ladies and gentlemen, home in third place here tonight. Home in second place tonight. Another one of our 3. In fact, there'll be 2 of our 3 heat race winners, but home in second place tonight is going to be the 14 car of Cooper Wilson. And Cooper, congratulations on second place. I got to say, you showed it to the 97 there in those opening 5 laps, and that I'm not sure what happened, but he just got back around, and then all of a sudden, man, I tell you what, this 14 car was in a battle throughout the course of that 35 lap feature event.
Yeah, definitely thought we had something there on the bottom to start with, and poked my nose in front of Blake there for a second, and he cut down and tried to get me on the bottom in 3 and 4. Closed the door enough that he didn't get the drive off it, and then he went back to the top. And as soon as he sailed around the outside in 1 and 2, I was just like, yeah, I think the bottom's gone and she's time to move up. And then after that, yeah, I had a good race with Nick, and I'm not sure what happened there. I think he got the wall there on one of the sliders I threw, but no, it was good. We were racing each other pretty clean, and then yeah, after that, we just sort of sailed on through, and I wasn't gaining or losing anything on Blake, but no one was really catching me from behind, so it was just cruising.
This track tonight goes to show you that it had a number of different lines. You showed it on the bottom side, then when Blake found, Blake was committed to running back to the top side, then yourself and Nick were going through the middle. In fact, I'm guessing that Nick sort of showed you the line, right up around 3/4 of the racetrack, and then, you had a good battle with him, and then all of a sudden, you found yourself in this track tonight. It really proved that there was 2 or 3 different lines you could move around on.
Yeah, no, I definitely think it was really, really good track tonight. Like, as you said, you could run the bottom, and then obviously Blake was real quick on the top. And Nick showed me that through the middle sort of line, 3/4 line, and I mean, it felt good for me. I couldn't hit the top at all. I just, I definitely felt like I was going to bury it in the wall. So I just sat through that 3/4 line, and that's where the setup wanted to be. So it was good.
Cooper, congratulations on a second place finish here tonight in the final round of the Kings of Wings series. We'll let you thank everyone involved on this 14 car before we let you head out of here.
Yeah, just like big thanks to Hobbsy for everything he does for the team. Hobbs Trenchant and Boring, 81 Racewear, PRS for a ripper set. Everyone else that helps out, it's good. You for doing the broadcasting, and Luke for everything he does for the league, and Blake on the series win.
There we go, guys. Cooper Wilson home in second place here tonight. Let's chat to the man that comes away victorious here tonight in tonight's main event, and also comes away with the championship. It's the 97 car of Blake Walsh. Blake, well, you were pretty confident coming into tonight, and well, yeah, you made good on your promise to speak to me at the end of the night. You basically, have you got the broom out?
Yeah, mate. I got the broom out last round, and I sort of just left it by my side and thought I'd give it another whirl tonight.
Yeah, okay, so it beats Mitchell then.
It does.
Yeah. Hey, man, I got to say, the opening 5 laps, opening probably 8 to 10 laps, actually, were they a little bit of an eye-opener considering that Cooper got by on the low side?
No, not really. Me and Nick were running the same set, and I said the first 10 laps is going to suck because we're definitely not geared to run it when it's this tacky. We were sort of hoping it slicked off quick like it did, and yeah, no, it was good with Cooper. I could sort of keep pace with him, and I just sort of had to be patient and get round him when I could.
You didn't get to lap traffic there. I got to say, those a couple of restarts. The guys on the outside just seem to get a little bit stuck compared to the guys on the inside. Do you think that inside line, especially in 1 and 2 on a restart, was just a little bit better?
Yeah, it's with this new build, it's really hard to fire off in the slick. That's sort of why I opted to run the bottom there on the start, and there's just no traction there. So I think me and Nick were talking in Discord every time we restarted second. I said, "You're screwed, mate." So no, it's just hard.
I'll tell you what, congratulations, Blake, on the win. Congratulations on the little 3-week series championship, Blake. Before we let you go and get to celebrating quietly, we'll let you thank everyone involved on this 97 car.
Oh, yeah, just can't thank Hobbsy and the boys enough for putting it on. Give us something to do on a Wednesday night. Yourself for coming out and streaming it. The boys over at NLRA, Race Designs, yourself, LGR, JR Productions and Media, 96 Graphics, Power Plus Presentations, and Nick and Crunch in Discord for spotting me when I need it.
What about Nank? Did Nank go?
Hank was there for moral support, but he sort of just kept telling me how much I suck.
Yeah, yeah, that seems like Nank. I've heard some of
It
the
does.
stuff. I've heard the stuff that he says about you on Discord.
Yeah, it's filthy.
He's that guy. Don't be that guy. Blake, congratulations on the win. Congratulations on the championship, buddy.
Thanks, mate.
There we go, Blake Walsh, your winner here tonight from the dirt track at Charlotte, and wraps up this 3-week series. Again, a big thank you to, of course, everyone involved that has made this possible from a month ago. Of course, we had last week off, but from the micros at Kern, from Kern Raceway 3 weeks ago, and then 2 weeks ago, the 360 wing sprint cars at Oswego, and what was meant to be a 410 wing sprint car show turned into a 360 show. And I'm going to say what a 360 show it was. Quickly recap qualifying. Blake Walsh went quick time by 7/100ths of a second, I should say. Then he picked up the win in heat race number 1. Lachlan Barbary picked up the win in heat race number 2. Cooper Wilson got the win in heat 3. Luke Kenny got the win in heat race in B main. And then our feature race winner, of course, was Blake Walsh. So I can tell you right now, the 5 races that we've seen, all 5 of those winners come from the pole position. So there you go. Nice little stat. But big thank you to, of course, the Help Straight Chicken Boring, the guys at the Australian Dirt League. Big thanks to, of course, Rapid Race Replicas for their support with the series. Of course, 81 Racewear, LTK Graphics, and Hooked Up Speed Lamps for all providing some sort of money and prizes, I should say, for the series. Make sure to check out the Australian Dirt League on the social media side of things. But that's going to wrap it up for tonight. The third and final round is done and dusted. We're live back on Sunday night with some Pro Late Bottles with myself, Brett Wheeler, on the call for that one. But until then, on behalf of the team here at Ultimate Dirt TV, I'm signing off, saying good night.